Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. It's nice to be back after obviously 2 weeks. Well, 1 week I was on a stag do, and then the other week I had the bloody dreaded demonetized virus. No, big thank you to Connor for jumping in for that stream for the stag do one. It was really impressive. Sophie will be joining us. She will be joining us very, very shortly. But I am joined by my usual panel, Jack Mac LFC. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad, mate. Thank you very much for having me on. It was a good show. When you weren't there, mate, it was a good stag do. Pretty sure you did, mate. And a great result for Liverpool in terms of draw tonight. We'll speak about. But yeah, cheers, mate, for having me on. Really do appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. And he's not the stand-in host tonight. He's back in his usual role as panelist. Connor Niblett from the Cop Council. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. It was exactly how it went to plan. Supply teacher allowed the kids to, do whatever they want. And if you know what happened on the show, and all that good stuff. Nothing bad, of course. But thank you for having me on again, mate. I appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. And we've also got Mr. Dan from the Mighty Reds TV. How are you, mate?
Superb, mate. Sun's been shining. I'm saying, I don't know what it's like by you guys, but obviously I know Jackson, Liverpool, the sun's been shining all day. I've got me washing out on the line, which when you're in your 40s, mate, is like a real beautiful thing to happen. Get your washing out, get your washing clean on the line. Everything's good, school uniforms and all that's great. It's funny there with Connor saying about being a supply teacher. You've actually got a look, Connor, of Jack Black, in School of Rock.
Yeah.
I'm going to see the stage play that in summer, and you could play the part, mate, definitely.
Hey, look, I'd love to be Jack Black. Like that would be brilliant. But yeah, I'm a retired supply teacher now, Doug.
No, it's
definitely get sacked one year, so it's
Whoa. That was a bit nasty. Good evening to Helen. Thank you for tuning in. As always, Sebastian is in as well. Okay, I'm in the stairs laughing at Joe Thomas, who's done his taking you for Champions League finals. You will crack up when you see it. I'll have a wee look at that later on. Kian, hello, hope you are good, my friend. Now, because I'm so unorganized from obviously the stream earlier, I'm just going to wing it tonight. So we will start with what possibly is the biggest win for Liverpool's season so far, a 2-0 win over Arsenal. First half wasn't great, but second half we took control of the game. And Diogo almost got 2 assists, one for Arsenal and then one for Liverpool. But in the end, Jack, a very good 3 points against a very tough Arsenal side, it has to be said.
Yeah, most definitely. And you would have thought Arsenal would have at least had a shot on target in that first half, but they quite frankly didn't. Parked the elbow so, done a Burnley at the Emirates, and played all right. It wasn't amazing. Obviously, they had the odd chance that really, obviously, I think the back end of that game, Martinelli should have really scored. But yeah, as I said, their best opportunity come, as I said, from a Thiago misplaced pass, played them all through in anyway. But Alisson, Becker, yet again, I think all the shows we've done over the last couple of weeks, mate, and months, it's been either Alisson, Van Dijk, Matip, or one of the fullbacks, very, very much bailing us out of the game, and that's the whole point. And the quality shone throughout, and it was the ease at which Liverpool won, especially in the second half. We went up 1 or 2 gears, and then we blitzed them with 6 or 7 minutes, and it was easy as you like, really. But yeah, all right. It was a tentative, really, performance from Arsenal, but. As long as they get top 4, I think we can all be happy anyway. But yeah, cracking result, mate.
Yeah, it was indeed. And Connor, Arsenal, for all their lion's share of possession in that first half, I can't really remember Alisson having a save to make in that first half.
No. And that's been the same for all 4 games this season. Arsenal have had good starts to, if you look at each and every single game, they had good starts in all 4 of them. But when you look at their threat going towards the goal, there's nothing there. And against teams like Liverpool, City, and things like that, they haven't done much going forward. Even though you look at the stats, and it would favour that Arsenal possession wise and attacking wise were better than Liverpool, which they were for 40 minutes. But they did. But that's the thing, they didn't attack us. They didn't threaten us that badly. Of course, as Jack said, the only real chance of the whole game was from our own mistake with Thiago's back pass. And if you listen to Arsenal fans go on, and you'd think that they should have been 2, 3, 4 up by that half time, which they simply didn't. Liverpool allowed them to be in the game. And then as soon as we decided to switch on, we straight away then took control of the game. And plain and simple, we did the job, what was needed. We done exactly what champions do, and get a very difficult 3 points. But on the other side of it, Martinelli, what an absolute player he is.
Oh, I have to say, obviously, watching Martinelli. I mean, he was fantastic. I think the way that he played the other night just reminded me of a very, very impressive player to come out of Arsenal, and he's fantastic. And if Arsenal don't get top 4, I think he's gone. I honestly do. I don't see Arsenal keeping him. But Dan, at the point of obviously winning 1-0, obviously Jota does score. Jurgen Klopp decides to make a double substitution in bringing Luis Diaz off. Luis Diaz off and Diogo Jota, and on come Bobby Firmino and Mohamed Salah. That just shows how much strength and depth we have on our bench now. It's so good to see.
Yeah, mate, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Just that one signing of Diaz seems to have just boosted us. We seem to have. It's like we've got one player, but we seem to have options all over now. It's a bit weird, isn't it? We just only signed one player, but suddenly the bench just looks so much stronger, and it's such a boost. I mean, we've said for years, the likes of Origi and Minamino have done well stepping in, but there has been a definite drop off in class. One of the front 3/4 got injured, and one of them had to come in. But now, obviously, with Diaz, Jota, Firmino, Salah, and Mane, you've got 5 who are all pretty, we've all got top class. I know they're all at slightly different stages of their careers, but they're all top class. And yeah, for me, it was great to see him. Great to see him get a goal, and what a celebration it was. I know we got booked for it, but it was brilliant, wasn't it? Over the sponsor board and the crowd and all that. It was iconic, wasn't it? And you know what though, right? There was a couple of points I just wanted to go over there. Jack was saying, I think Jack said as long as Arsenal get in the Champions League, we'll all be happy. I actually think it'd be better if Man United or Tottenham get in. To be honest, Man United, they're a juggernaut, aren't they? Whether they get in the Champions League or not doesn't really matter. They're going to have the financial clout to get the big players. But Arsenal, if they get in, they get the foot back in the door, don't they? And as Connor said, if they don't get in the Champions League, the likes of Saka, and more importantly for Liverpool, Martinelli, who we know Klopp likes, they will start getting itchy feet. That's a reality. It might not be a bad thing if they miss out. And actually looking at their fixtures, I think that their game tomorrow against Villa is massive. Because I think if they, after getting in the Champions League and having 3 games in hand, lose to Villa tomorrow, suddenly, they're going to get itchy feet. And then the other quick comments I just want to make. I looked at the AFTV, the Arsenal fan channel today, just to see what their reaction was. And I couldn't believe, Lee Judges, the bald guy who looks a bit like Voldemort. He said, I don't like Liverpool. Their fans are so gobby. And I thought, you know what? You work for a channel that have made God knows how much money from being totally ridiculous fans moaning and shouting and carrying on like bloody wailing harpies at every Arsenal. How can you sit there and say Liverpool fans are a bit gobby? That is like the pot calling the kettle black. Leggy. But yeah, watched it and I couldn't believe what he was saying, because they're the most gobby fans in the country, Arsenal fans, aren't they? But yeah, great night for Liverpool, one of the best nights of the season. I'd sort of steel myself up through the week thinking, you know what, a draw might not be a bad result, because I was thinking it might be a draw. And I thought we'll be as you were, but with one of our hardest games out of the way. But the win, wow, what a result, and right back in it now.
Right, we certainly are. As this banner will tell us that the title is definitely in our hands. We are now 1 point behind Manchester City. There has to be a time, Jack, where you would have thought after the Chelsea game we were 14 points behind. Now, yes, I know we had 2 games in hand, but it doesn't usually say if you're going to win the games in hand or not. But the fact is, I think Manchester City haven't really felt this much pressure now. And it's going to be very interesting if we go ahead of them, that the pressure will be cranked up massively onto Pep Guardiola's shoulders.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously we'll speak about the Champions League tonight, mate. That'll play a massive part, obviously, in the fixture in a couple of weeks. But it's like the reverse of when Liverpool were in the lead, wasn't it? I think it was 18-19 season when Liverpool had like a 6 couple of point lead where throughout the season, then City come back, and then City went on that madness run similar to us at the back end of the year, and you were unstoppable. I think the roles reverse now, and I think it will be Liverpool. And psychologically, it's you don't have to be a psychologist really to actually look at this and go. Even listening to the City players in the post-match after the Crystal Palace, the first words out Bernardo Silva's lips were Liverpool, even regardless of the question that wasn't even posed to him, was about Liverpool. Or the title race, it was, what about Liverpool, though? And over the last couple of weeks, we've seen Kyle Walker react to Trent in certain Instagram posts and everything. So Liverpool just got to continue doing what we've been doing. The boring cliche saying of one game at a time, and it is. It's even when we do play Forest, it's one game at a time. We've got to win that game because it won't be an easy game at all because they already knocked out 2 Premier League sides as well. So full confidence, mates. Just keep on one game at a time, and I'm pretty sure we'll arrive at our destination. I was made up, and shout out to Crystal Palace, really, getting 2 clean sheets against Manchester City this season. Patrick Vieira, big part to doing an amazing work at Palace. And if you can keep hold of Gallagher from the end of this year, I think he'll be an absolute quality player in the years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going back onto the Arsenal game very, very quickly. Aaron Ramsdale, Connor. How many times have we seen Arsenal fans compare him to Alisson Becker and Ederson Mirage and Edouard Mendy? He should be doing a lot better for that first goal.
It's not on the same level. I've seen, but particularly before the game, Sky Sports going over and over. It's like, who should be England's number 1? And I'm like, well, the 2 of them are shite, so you can pick between them both. To be fair, but yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? As soon as an English keeper gets a bit of form or looks to be having a bit of form, he gets overhyped and all this by the media. And it was a prime example. You look at the was it Odegaard's chance with Ali. Ali saves it. Keeps us in the game, and obviously we go on to win it. But if Ramsdale does better, you never know what could have happened with it. So, and that's the difference between being a top 4 competitor and going on to win titles. You need a world class, up there with being one of the best in the world, and Alisson Becker is that, and Ramsdale is nowhere near it because him you look at it. I would say it's Ali and then Edouard Mendy and then Ederson. If we're going to rank them, but Ramsdale's nowhere near there for me.
No, and I think Jack, you made a good comment the other night that Aaron Ramsdale always gets mentioned in the likes of Alisson and Ederson.
Yeah, he's the most overrated, and I continue banging his drum, mates. He had like a good couple of. Remember when he saved that shot at the beginning of the season onto the crossbar? You'd think he was prime Manuel Neuer.
That was the Maddison free kick, wasn't it? Against Leicester.
It was a good save. He's a goalkeeper for the cameras. if you watch him match of the day, and he always dies.
Well, you could say that, but Pepe Reina was kind of a goalkeeper for the cameras. We have to be honest there.
Yeah, but at least Pepe
not as much as Ramsdale. I can honestly agree with you there. He wasn't as bad as Ramsdale has been.
Yeah, but I think Pepe won 2 Golden Gloves back to back, or 3. So Ramsdale's got a long way to go. Pepe's allowed. What a player. But yeah, most overrated goalkeeper in the whole of Europe. I'll just say that. Yeah.
Oh well, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. And Dan, do you want to weed into the Ramsdale debate? What do you make of Ramsdale?
Basically, I think him, Joe Hart, and Pickford. That's their level. That's also level. They're like 3 brothers. Do you know what I mean? Joe Hart was like the prototype, and then Pickford, and then him, and they're fine, and they're decent keepers, and they'll do a good job for England and that. But the all 3 of them are obviously a long way short at the moment of being absolutely top class. And that was listen, anyone can make mistakes, can't they? That was a bad one in midweek, and just lucky for us. But yeah, I would never have him in the conversation. It's that thing, isn't it, that whenever another team have their player has a little tiny bit of good form, it's like Liverpool in the head, isn't it? If the opposition's right back have a good game, it's Trent. Man United last season, Luke Shaw had a few games of good form, and it's Andy Robertson. Now it's Arsenal fans throwing at Ramsdale. It's like we're just in everyone's head rent-free, aren't we?
Yeah, we certainly are. Guys, get your comments, and we'll read some comments out, because I have kind of been isolating the chat a little bit. Hello, Jack. Get a bevy, says Niall. Niall, hope you're enjoying Tenerife, mate. Hope you're enjoying Tenerife. That boy is a joke. Thinking it's about Martinelli. Yeah, he is absolutely fantastic player. So Niall, thank you for asking. Hope you're all right, Helen. Hello, elevator and escalator fan. I have to say I do like the new profile picture of an elevator. It looks like. Update for Connor from the club council. He will want to know this. Fabio Carvalho is in the Portugal under-21 team for the matches for now. Mm-hmm. Andrew Williams, good evening, sir. Spurs easiest run-in. Yeah, but absolutely agree. It's easy. Comments have started to not come up there. Oh, actually, there we go. Now the bloody chat is going all the way back up. So I have to go all the way back up. Dear. We will speak about the Nottingham Forest game very shortly. What are your thoughts of the UEFA Champions League draw? I think we got an easy draw semi-final, let's say, because we're playing Bayern, because they'll beat Villarreal, but I'm still buzzing. Yep, we will get on to that as well. I think it's between Arsenal and United at this point. Spurs are bipolar and West Ham are out. Oh, Jesus, bipolar. I called them effing erratic earlier. I don't know if that's being kind or not. Possibly elevator. Playing right back, I meant that is. True, Helen, after all, it's the UEFA Champions League tournament where anything happens. I think we're moaning it right back Sunday. We will get into that as well. There's still some shocks to come, in my opinion. I don't really care about the FA Cup. I'd like to focus on the Premier League, Champions League. I think if for all competitions, you always, if competition, you go and win it, don't you? As Andy Robertson said Wednesday night, I prefer points on the board to games in hand. Good evening, Helen. Good evening, Helen. Good evening, Liz. Liz Golden, thank you very much for tuning in as always. I'm eating pizza, Balam. I care about all competitions. We should be strong for all of them, even if we're using a mixed team of academy and first team. Liz, are you okay? Saying on the first one, Liverpool 3. Well, we have another game in hand because the game against Villa will be moved. Yeah, that's like another good point, actually. The game against Villa will
definitely... Sorry to interrupt. I was going to say City will probably win their game, won't they? So we won't have a game in hand because their game will get moved.
Yeah. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. They do have a team that's taken 2 points off them this season in Southampton. Gerrard will win this to tie on the last day. I bloody well hope so. Alisson will never get beaten at his near post. Fact. Touch wood, obviously. I'm good, Helen. How are you? Yeah, most things are Douglas Eats. Comparisons to Alisson and Ederson are rubbish, but I think Ramsdale is actually a much better keeper than he gets credit for. I didn't think that when they signed him, but he's actually serviceable. I remember the price tag that he went for. Was it 32 million? Look, Ramsdale is a good goalkeeper. I just don't get the comparisons to Alisson and Ederson. That's what I say.
They got rid of the better one. They got rid of the better one in Martinez to Aston Villa.
So Liz, have been under the weather for a few days. No got COVID, but just yucky. Oh, that at least it's not COVID. At least it's not COVID. Evening, Jeannie. Thank you for tuning in. Who do you guys think will win the FA Cup? Think it'll be Man City. They always win it.
It's going to be us. We're winning it all.
It's going to be us. Going to be us. We're
quadruples
going
on.
to be us. Hope you feel better soon. Good to see the background brothers. Background brothers. Oh God, Connor and Jack.
I think you like that picture. Look at that one.
Thank you, Liz. I'm sure I will. Douglas cheers me up endlessly. Oh, thank you, Helen. That's lovely of you to say that. My FA Cup predictions are Middlesbrough 1, Chelsea 0. I could see Middlesbrough beating Chelsea, especially. Yeah, I'm going to go slightly away from that. What has everyone made of Chelsea trying to get that gameplay behind closed doors, Jack?
Typical Chelsea. Whoever runs the PR team at Chelsea is definitely being sacked by the end of this weekend. Everton's a fiasco. It's a bloody everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and it's all these owners and obviously people running these big clubs, even us, for example, as well. In terms of when they do the Super League stuff, they're just so detached from reality, aren't they? Like, how stupid can you be? And you probably won't even be able to afford going to Real Madrid. You have to bloody bike it over across the bloody.
Aye, have you seen that Chelsea are trying to get on the same plane as Manchester City when they go over to Madrid? It's madness.
A bit naughty, that, isn't it? A bit
madness. Yeah, very, very, very quickly, Connor. I mean, I've had my say on this. What do you make of what's happening over there?
A load of rats.
Rats.
Well, it's the fact that they've basically turned around and gone, oh yeah, can you do what we want you to do? You can lose like millions upon millions in gate revenues and things like that to Middlesbrough. I loved Middlesbrough's response to it. Where it was like, yeah, we've seen it and we're not going to take any notice of it. It's like it was brilliant. I loved it, and fair play to them. And I just, like Jack said, they're living in a world of pure imagination. And look, like that, that club is, it's in turmoil at the minute. And the big question is when is it going to get sorted? Because at the minute there's no rules or anything looking like they're going to get, it's going to change or anything. So they might, like Jack said, they might have to cycle to Madrid and back.
Hopefully they get to the final, and they don't turn up, and we get a free easy number 7 Champions League. So happy days.
Dan, what have you made of the fiasco at Chelsea?
Completely embarrassing, isn't it, mate? They just haven't read the room at all. But I don't laugh too much because there, for the grace of God, go ourselves. And how often have FSG embarrassed us as a club and a fan base? And I dare say they will do again at some point in the future. So I'm certainly not going to stick the boot in too much to Chelsea. I'm sure a lot of their fans and a lot of their staff there are as aghast as the rest of us. So yeah, not great.
Yeah, it's not great. Anyway, it's lovely to see your dad the other day. Yeah, Jack, you had your dad on a watch along. That was lovely to see.
Yeah, he couldn't work his iPad, so I just said, "Come on, then, get on the stream, will you?" Good luck.
Rennie says, "Please." Rennie's saying, "Please beat Nottingham Forest 6-0." We'll try our best. Worst part about that Champions League draw is that the talk has already started about the final being City and Liverpool. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Spurs and easiest run-in shouldn't go in the same sentence. No, Spurs and erratic should be in the same sentence, Chris. Spursy, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Rennie. Thank you for tuning in. Ramsdale, definitely England number 1. Better than Pickford, surely. Yeah, I would agree. Good evening, Jamie Phillips. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, congratulations on you as well. Didn't you hit 500 subs earlier? I think he hit 500 subs earlier. Yeah. So very, very well done, Jamie. Definitely deserved. Ramsey moved to the right club and will do him the world of good for the England number 1 jersey. 100% agree with you. ridiculous. I think it's about Chelsea. Hi, Jamie. Just broke the 2K sub barrier, Ed. Dave, congratulations, mate.
Well done,
totally
mate.
Deserved.
Well deserved, yeah. I thought he had more than that already, to be fair, but yeah, well deserved. He has some good guests on as well. He should really get a few more.
Yeah.
Brian McFadden, I mean, imagine if he would have had Brian McFadden on when, was he Westlife or Boyzone?
Westlife.
Imagine if he would have got him on when Westlife were at the peak. Dave, you'd be like 1 million subscribers now, all teenage girls. But yeah, just a bit, But yeah, good. He has some good guests on. He had me on once.
Congratulations, Dave. Really well deserved. And I hope you're our good mate as well. It's total crap. Middlesbrough has every right to have fans in the stadium. Mic drop. Yeah, 100%. I think Chelsea have got 600 fans there, I think, from what I've been reading anyway. My cousin's a Chelsea fan. I'm counting my lucky stars. His birthday falls in February, not any later. I couldn't have gotten much otherwise. Oh, Jesus. That's funny. I agree. Liz, please injure Johnson's ACL. Oh, that's a bit nasty. That's a bit nasty.
No.
Chelsea getting a similar draw as last season in the UEFA Champions League. Yep. Liz saying congratulations. Where's my slice of Douglas Law? I haven't earned it. Yeah, absolutely. Liz, I'm live later. Yeah, you're live at 8:15, aren't you, Dave? You are live at 8:15. Whoever made that request was obviously away with the fairies. Yep, absolutely. Could be the beginning of the end for Chelsea. I think they could become Spurs level. Not if they get a big ownership anyway. I still think we're best placed 1 point behind City going into the break and having Watford next. My sister is sick and tired of LFC. Poor sis. Yeah, was it 5-0 earlier in the season? You just wonder, but it is Roy Hodgson. I woke up Chelsea fans while they are down much. Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Dave. Andrew Quinn is in. Hello, Andrew. Thank you for tuning in. We will win the quad. I'm confident. Also, did you hear Harry Potter handcuffing himself? Heard they're filming in Goodison Park next year.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently, I don't know if it's true, but apparently Everton have won every single game since like every single time a fan's going onto the pitch. Well, here's my one back to you. Everton have lost every single time a black cat has gone onto the pitch. What a catastrophe. Hey.
Bloody hell.
It started, Connor. It started. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
5-0 on a Bobby Hattie. Mad to think they were his most recent Prem goals before win. Yeah. Bobby Firmino. All Bobby Firmino.
He scored against Inter. He scored against Inter, Bobby, didn't he?
Yeah, Inter. Yeah. But most of his goals have been away from home as well, Andrew. No worries, I'm a bit worried about PSV game. You should be a comedian, Andrew. Yeah, that was brilliant, to be fair. That was absolutely brilliant. Sophie will be joining us. I'll get her take on the Arsenal game because our hobby-to-be is an Arsenal fan. So that'll be very interesting as well. But we did win another game at the weekend. Brighton 0, Liverpool 2. Again, another good result because Brighton, let's be honest, Brighton are in absolute free fall at the moment. They did make it tricky for us, but Jack, obviously, I've spoken to you, I've spoken to Connor. How was Sanchez not sent off?
Manx. Must be something in the VAR room or something. Someone's got a Man United top one. No, it was. I think if it shouldn't be the case of Diaz missing, but I think if Diaz missed, it would have been a red and a penalty. But for me, it should have been a red, but it was asked. We won 2-0. Happy days, and we absolutely battered them, really, mate, didn't we? But another one of those games. I think we all watched that game on the reverse fixture a couple months ago. Sorry, Brighton on another day could have and should have really ran away with all 3 points at Anfield. in reverse fixture, but happy days, mate. It was a difficult ground to go, as it has been in the past, and we just keep on ticking them off, mate. And Diaz, what a bloody player. I know we're going to be running out of superlatives ready to describe him. We're still going to be on VP for it until now, and the next 9 Prem games, but I think we'll all take it if he just keeps on having the same impact he has.
Yeah, absolutely. Sophie, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry I'm late, but this is going to be a regular occurrence for now. Sorry.
Nah, don't worry about it. Just very, very quickly, we have obviously just touched upon the Arsenal game. You obviously watched the game with your hubby to be. What did you make of the Arsenal game?
Shite first half. Shite.
Yeah.
Second half, whatever Klopp said at half time really worked. And I think essentially from Mane's offside goal, although be it offside, as soon as he did that, Arsenal's head put their head down. And I said to you, didn't I? Like, they put their head down and instantly their passes became erratic. They became panicked and they were just making wayward runs everywhere. They lost that. They need to work on keeping their heads up when things don't go their way and finding that inner grit and strength to go, all right, yeah, we can claw this back. Arsenal have improved so much. And that was very evident from the first half, I thought. And I mean, I'm kind of biased because I do have a little bit of a soft spot for them, obviously, because of Keith. And I said to him after the game, I went, look, the last few games we've had, you've won. You've played really well, but you've played mid-table teams. But it's really giving your team a chance to gel and find the style that works for you. And your rebuild is finally starting to take shape. Now you've got rid of Aubameyang, you had to figure out a new way to play. As you know, Martinelli and Saka with Lacazette in the middle is kind of like a false nine, like Bobby is. It's like, and it's working for you. But this is the first big team you've played, and you're trying a new system. It's not going to be perfect straight away, but it'll get better. But they need to work on when they concede, not dropping their heads. But I think Arsenal played really well the first half. They did outplay us. You know, they were just very high press. It was difficult for us in that first half, but whatever we did in the second half obviously worked. And then on out, I didn't give a shit about Arsenal anymore. That soft spot had gone. And I was just taking around the house like Billy, and he was like, shut up. Much better second half. But I think if we played that way against the likes of City, you will not come back in the second half.
Yeah.
Put that performance out against another big team, it's not going to work.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a big win. We were also just discussing about obviously Chelsea trying to get the Middlesbrough game behind closed doors. What did you think of that?
I haven't even heard it. I've been completely off social media.
Literally, you know, obviously how Chelsea can't sell any tickets.
Yeah.
They tried to get Middlesbrough to actually play the game behind closed doors to basically refund all the fans that bought tickets.
Well, that's not fair. That's not Middlesbrough's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Middlesbrough need players. They need their support there. They need the money, and you're taking the money away from a low league club who really need whatever income they get just because you don't want to fork out your own little bit of money. That's not, looking money.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not right. Can't do that.
No, definitely not. Connor, Mohamed Salah scored a penalty against Brighton and then was subsequently injured. I mean, his celebration was interesting because that does not look like a player who wants to leave the club.
No, definitely not, mate. We all know Mo is a total professional, no matter what, but he loves this football club. You can quite clearly tell that. Look, I think we've all spoken about it on our own individual channels about, player agents and the actual players themselves. Of course, we all know that Mohamed Salah's agent is a bit of a idiot, just judging by his Twitter and so on. But you can tell Mo wants to stay. Look, Liverpool gave him the chance to get his career back. Obviously, he was having a good career at Roma, but to go back to the Premier League, that high level. And look, he's now the best player in the world at the minute. Of course, Mo wants to be paid the highest paid. It's definitely the highest paid player in Liverpool's history. He definitely wants that. But as we looked the other day on my channel, you look at the top earning player at the minute in the Premier League, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's on, I think it's like £680,000 per week. Liverpool will never ever pay that amount of money to one individual player.
No chance.
And the most likelihood, I would say, and the whole rumours have said that around 350 is the highest that Liverpool would go to. Of course, there's been no official word yet on what the actual deal was, rejected by Mo and his agency. Yeah. But like me and Jack said the other night, it was the first offer, the first official offer. It's never going to get accepted unless it's like you can't turn away from it. There's still plenty of time for the deal to happen and so on. And of course, for a club like Liverpool, complications are with it. You have to strategize with the amount of money with it as well. But yeah, for me, the deal's going to get done. No problems with that. But yeah, I think he looks, committed to, of course, the cause and hopefully a quadruple at the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. There was an incident. I don't know if you've seen the game, Dan, but there was an incident in the second half where the Brighton fans were all going crazy that Alisson should have been sent off because apparently he handled outside the area.
Yeah, well, it was almost impossible to tell, wasn't it, from the angle? It did look very, very dodgy when he did it. But then when he looked like he'd been sort of quite clever and sort of held the ball within his parameter of the area. But it was impossible to tell, wouldn't it, really, from any of the angles that we saw? The only way we'd ever know was with some sort of like overhead camera, drone footage, which obviously we haven't got. It was just guessing, really. And obviously, the angle that he took, he covered the linesman as well, so the linesman wouldn't have been able to get a clear view of it. So he was lucky, I'll be honest, when he done it. He's done that a couple of times, Alice, recently. And when he done it, I thought, oh my God, he's gonna get sent off. Just on the Brighton goalkeeping potential sending off, I was listening to Dermot Gallagher, the referees guy, on the radio channels the other week, and he summed it up quite nicely. He said the only advantage a goalkeeper has over the other 10 players is that he's allowed to handle the ball in the box. Other than that, he's subject to exactly the same rules as all the other players. So if you think about that, if that was the last man defender and he clattered into the striker, he'd be sent off, wouldn't he, instantly? And he said he said the goalkeeper should have done. So exactly the same. As I say, the only advantage is that he can handle it in the box. Other than that, they're exactly the same rules. So yeah, it was no-brainer. That should have been a red card for Brighton. And impossible to see with Alisson. But, he was certainly on the cusp of it anyway, but we just got away with it.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, Alisson has got the same number of clean sheets as Ederson. There might be a wee bit of another golden glove going the way of the Brazilian.
Yeah, Ali's better than Ederson anyway, so just trigger the Arsenal fans and the City fans in one show. It'd be far too easy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll win it. I think if we win all of our games, Alisson and our back line will have a massive say. But yeah, he's just getting better and better week by week.
Yeah, definitely. I will get to your comments as well. Actually, there we go. Oh no, he has loads of Champions League goals this season, but he's an enigma when it comes to the league. I think I saw Bobby Firmino. More than half of Bobby's goals were the hat-trick versus Watford. Jota hat-trick, Salah hat-trick. Yeah. Still can't believe Sanchez didn't walk for that clothesline with the foot. Yeah. Old boy Brian always gives us a good game. Yeah. They are in free fall though. I think they've it's something like 3 wins in 24 games, I think, or something. It's not great. Not great at all. Hi, Soph. Hey, so for you, clear red for Sanchez, but didn't care as we scored at that moment. We were on 2-0. Salah getting another goal. Jota 2 climbing up the goal scoring charts like an express train. Yeah, but all of them are. Imagine getting a rollicking from Klopp at half-time. Spooky thought. Yeah. Diaz, I meant. Yeah. Helen, do you think Diaz versus VV? Oh, Jesus Christ. Do not compare Ruben Diaz to Virgil van Dijk. Okay? Stop it. Just stop it. Anyway,
It's
he will
just
be
that
fit.
thing I was talking about, Doug. As I say, when anyone has any other team has a player who starts playing well in their position, they just think, well, compare him to the Liverpool player in that position. And again, it was Diaz with Van Dijk. Crazy.
Yeah. But both keepers were in trouble. Brown should have been down to 10. I thought Alisson handled outside the area should have got booked. The voice of reason has arrived, says Chris. Man City defender versus Liverpool to have had a classy Chelsea trying to rob Middlesbrough of their finances, disgraceful behaviour. Oh, VVD is way better than City Diaz, not even on the same level. Hello, Del Boy Gunner TV. Hope you are well. Obviously, happy St. Patrick's Day for yesterday. Hope you all had a very, very good day. I noticed you were dressed in, I think it was a leprechaun outfit. So hope you had a good day, and St. Paddy's Day. Obviously, I'm kind of scared against PSV. Yeah, I was actually reading on some of the players that play for PSV. Everyone remember Mario Götze? He's at PSV.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Mm.
That's mental. Big one for us at Brighton, who's a banana skin game. Yeah. I think Mo's agent's real wild card here. He looks like a right knob from all angles. Understatement of the year. He's a childish prick. He is just childish non-stop. So, yeah, there we go. If Salah was the only one getting these wages, I think they'd do it. But Van Dijk, Mane and Trent all have clauses saying their pay also goes up if someone surpasses them. No, Salah will not go to PSG because of the Qatar owners' human rights. There is not a chance in hell he will be going to PSG. So I think we can get that out of everyone's minds. No players bigger than the club. Let's see what happens with Salah contract. Whatever it will be. Ball was in the box and Alisson handled it. Yeah. Salah will retire, an LFC player. Ali likes to be in the danger zone now and again. Sanchez would have been sent off if Diaz didn't score. Yeah, that's true. And as Chris Ross said, Salah didn't go to PSG due to Qatar owning rights. One seems to think so, but he often falls a cropper. You got no City fans to trigger, Jack. Hey!
Hey, yes, Chris. Enjoy your Friday, lad.
I want Ronaldo to go to PSG, reunite Messi, Neymar, Junior and Ram. That's not happening. There's no chance. Messi and Ronaldo in the same. Oh, I don't know. Lost 5 on the hop.
Yeah.
Bankrupt, yeah. LFC and Manchester could play each other in the FA Cup Champions League final.
It's the PSG owners going to sign Connor up.
Southampton and Brighton are on the beach with ice cream and cold beers. They know they're safe. Yeah, absolutely. If that was a red, that would have been a second consecutive red card for Ali versus Brighton. Remember when we won 2-1 versus Brighton and Ali was sent? Oh, yeah, that's right. That is very, very true. Van Dijk or Ramos? Van Dijk. Enough said. Good thanks to the chicken curry. Adel Taraptis at Ben. No. Bloody hell, there's a name for the past.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Adel Tarapt. I mean, Jack, can you remember much of Adel Tarapt? Like, I remember he was a bit of a...
yeah. He was a keeper.
Yeah, he's got some technique. He's just never managed to keep it going. He's a bit like who's that fella who's playing for Man United?
Morrison, is it?
Ravel Morrison. He's like that, where
Morrison.
Fergie said he's like the greatest player he's ever seen or something. He's just never quite done it. And Adel Tarapt's a bit the same kind of thing.
Yeah, are you okay? I don't know what that was. It just sounded like an ice cream van that just went past. Connor had to go to buy Manchester Champions League tickets. Ha.
We'll all get Champions League tickets if we get them anyway.
Yeah. Christ almighty. 2 goals in 74 league games for Benfica. Piss poor for a left wing. Really? Wow.
I bet you were good though.
Yeah.
I bet you had 2 screamers.
Sounded like a fire alarm. It did that. It sounded weird anyway. It sounded very, very strange. And as Helen says, let's see world-class players all over the pitch. I cannot see the glass breaking. There is a bit of injury news, and it's not good news, unfortunately. Trent Alexander Arnold has picked up a hamstring injury that's likely to potentially keep him out until the Manchester City game on the 10th of April. Jack, how big a blow is this?
I was thinking about it, and I think it's just Trent being discounted in him, bidding off England. Go ahead, lads.
I
He
do.
just can't be asked. Yeah, like, the fact that he's been getting dropped every single time for England. I know he's been injured, but I reckon he's just blagging it. A couple of weeks off. Happy days.
I do. I don't know. Like, the news came out today about Trent, and my first thought was, nah, he's like Klopp on a Fergie type thing there. I need to keep him out, and he's not. Like, I'm not saying he's not injured, but I don't think he's going to be out that long. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Like, we could be wrong. We could just be like, being, oh yeah, he doesn't give a shite. But it just seems a little bit too perfect.
Suspect.
Like, it's what I feel. I'm like, I'm sick.
That could possibly be it. Dan, what do you think? Do you think it's mind games from Klopp, or do you think Trent's just said, nah, screw it, England? Two friendlies, don't want to play.
I hope that's the case. That is sort of what I thought, because he doesn't very often play for England, does he? But with it being two friendlies, I thought, or maybe Southgate will throw him in, and he'll get flogged in both games. So yeah, I'm hopeful that that's all it is, and he's going to be back. And obviously, Liverpool have got a few games that maybe he could cope without him if he is injured. But yeah, let's hope he's back at least. For maybe Watford, or if not, the Benfica game. Because they both become before the City game, don't they? Salah also has had a bit of a re-injury, hasn't he? His foot.
That's not good.
But it's not good. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether Egypt is it Egypt's World Cup qualifying game this month against Mane?
Yeah. Egypt they're playing Senegal.
Is that like during this international break?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's not going to want to miss. He's not going to want to miss that, is he? I presume he'll be playing, but yeah, he's had a recurrence of his foot injury, so I don't know what's quite going on, but hopefully that's not too serious.
Yeah, that is not good news. Hello to Daniel. I hope you're good. We never should have let Neko go. I think it was a poor move. Well, I mean, you say that, but the thing for me with Neko is he's getting game time at Fulham. And he seems to be thriving upon it. I mean, he scored an absolute banger against Swansea. And then...
see him at the bar he hit the bar from the halfway line, and then the game later was the game where he scored that scream. He's got some ability, but he needs to play, doesn't he?
Yeah,
obviously now we'd look at it and say, oh my God, we've let him go. We could do with him, but obviously you can never sort of read the future. It was interesting to see him midweek. He was talking about when he got sold as well by all the Liverpool online fans and how much it affected him. And you forget he's only a kid now. He's only about 19.
He's only young. Yeah, he's only he is.
Still only a baby now. Never mind a couple of years ago, and it just shows what people have got to think about when they
if it keeps him out until City, then he misses a trip to Lisbon as well. Given Tarap's record, I'd say Millie at right back is probably a safe bet.
Milner put Tarap into the bloody stands. Yeah, it's hard.
Where's United? Wait, I can't see in the UEFA Champions League anyway. Yeah. Joe Gomez, Connor Bradley, and James Milner as the other options. I understand what you mean to Ellen. I think in some ways, if I would Carvalho to LFC, Neko to them could be a swap deal. Trent to re-wrestlers. Well, Trent's not playing anyway. Wolves Leeds is almost underway. Yeah, Wolves Leeds. I forgot about that actually. That's 8 o'clock kickoff. Anyway, is it Sunday's El Clasico? Christ almighty, that's come by very, very quick. So that's before the international break. That could be crucial, that game as well. Leicester against Brentford will be an easy game in my opinion. I disagree. I think Brentford will get something out of that game. Sorry, Rennie. Neko is a championship level player. Some clubs suit certain players, and Neko seems to be that. I mean, in the summer we could have let him go, but not when we did. However, he's scoring, so I'm pleased for him, and it is on loan. He isn't good enough for Liverpool. Neko Williams, Jack, is he good enough for the Reds?
It's difficult when you've got a generational talent in I don't know. Was that my knocking, or was that someone else? I think my dad's like knocking down the house. I think, but no, it's difficult, mate, when you've got a generation of talents. As I said, mate, Trent and he's at the wrong place at the wrong time in terms of. If it was before Trent, and he possibly would have had a better career than obviously previous other right backs at the football club than which they have, mate. But yeah, he's just still a good player in there, mate. The expectations are very difficult for any player, regardless of a young kid coming into the squad. But I think it will keep the Carvalho deal sweet, mate. I think if he does go to Fulham and he's playing well, and we love nothing more than to see him strive at Fulham, and as long as it gets the Carvalho deal over the line and we give him to Fulham for about 5-10 million, then happy days. It's a win-win for both Liverpool and Fulham.
Yeah, I think Albie's just come in and annoyed Soph.
No, it was whatever knock. And some wild because he thought someone was at the front door, and I had to mute it because he's literally only just stopped now. I had to take him to the front door to check that there was no one there.
Well, to be fair, he did look like he was enjoying that bit of junk mail the other day.
I don't know where he's got it from. I don't know where unless one of the dogs at daycare does it. I've no idea, but he's 3, and his new favourite thing the last 2 months or so has been literally going to the front door and picking normally I'll let him have a letter and he carries it in and he gives it to me, but if it was a bit of scrap he just has it and he just rips it apart.
Hello Josh, thank you for tuning in. I don't mind if Yuri's not going to Liverpool. I don't think he's going to Liverpool. Yes, Wolves are winning, I would say. Leaves to fall asunder at the back again. Yeah. Where's Kirk? Oh, he's hiding with Reece because United are out. Hey. Man United warned supporters they would be banned for life if caught when throwing missiles at Atletico Madrid manager Diogo Simeone. 75,000 fans have come forward.
They couldn't even get the bloody throw on target. A bit like the team on the night. Couldn't get nothing on target.
No.
Everything.
A 23, I think, is a huge schedule. Albeit he's done well, but he's not a robot. I think we would all want. Yuri as well. 1-0 Wolves. Apparently, Wolves have just scored against Leeds. Well, that lasted long. Bloody hell! That game kicked off at quarter to 8, wasn't it? Was it quarter to 8? Oh no, actually, no.
It hasn't even kicked off, has it?
I hadn't even kicked off.
Oh, is that my connection or?
No, I think so. Exactly frozen.
Oh no!
I've got fish fingers.
Yeah.
Sophie, fish fingers or fish cakes? Ooh, fish cakes.
Oh yeah, fish cakes all day. I know it's a bit controversial what I said last week, but yeah, I go fish cakes.
You've got to have proper good cod fish cakes with a bit of chive in them, some chunky chips and milky peas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was my dad breaking down the house, the bank. Yeah.
What's he doing? Some decorating?
I don't know.
I do not know what happened there. To be honest, the guy that we have Trent, but we've seen when he gets the chance, he isn't good enough for me. Connor's gone off for a wee minute. 1-0 Wolves is my prediction. Can you hear the crying elevator? Lol. That's why Neko is there to help Carvalho deal. Sophie, okay. Douglas, you're losing your hosts. Yeah. Let's just Jesus. I went for some fish fingers. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Less said about that, the better. Jack is walking the dog, ain't he? Nathaniel Klein, remember him in 2015 time, played for South East London team club at Crystal Palace, and Neko leaves LFC when he's no, we're not getting Klein back.
Oh no.
Elton John has let himself go at Goodison Park. Elton John. Oh, that pitch invader, wasn't it? That pitch invader. Poor Jerry Field's got the shit kicked out of him during the game. Here we go. Sophie, fish fingers or fish cakes?
Oh, yeah.
We just had that conversation while you were gone. We had to switch on fish cakes, but it's got to be with chives, chunky chips, and mushy peas.
Ah, dear, yeah, definitely. When I come to Liverpool, Jack, I better get some banging fish. Oh, Jesus. Bedside
Right,
style, not Tesco.
yeah, of course. Do something.
Yeah, of course.
Style either. I'm sorry, you go to a nice fancy restaurant and get the good quality food.
Yeah, of course.
You go to lobster pot.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's prime again though. There, yeah.
Just very, 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 very quickly, before we obviously move on to obviously talking about top of the Champions League, Divock Origi looks like he could potentially be on his way to AC Milan. Jack, what do you make of this move?
Disappointed to see him really go, mate. I know we spoke about the last couple of months. Obviously, I thought there's probably will be a bit more clarification in terms of come the end of the season. I think all of us thought potentially could have a year added on, depending on how the season goes. But if he just scored the Champions League winner and the FA Cup winner, and he goes with us, all of our best wishes, because he's never put a foot wrong, really. He's never come out to the press and really spoke out publicly. He's had his head down and committed. I think Jurgen Klopp spoke after the game at the weekend. He said if you would have seen Origi, and everyone else asked him why he left him out, he would have said, I can't describe it because he was being phenomenal in training and the ultimate professional. So all the best to him, mate. And I think if he did go to AC Milan, he'd do absolutely tremendous. I could see him even easy getting 10 to 15 goals in the Serie A.
Yeah, I can as well. Sophie, Origi's going to go down as one of those players who has scored so many important goals for the club.
Yeah. And I mean, I said to you, if he goes, he goes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. You know, I don't really mind anymore. But he's never going to be forgotten for the impact he's had on this team. You know,
yeah,
Barcelona alone, like the Everton, 90+6, the key clinch goals, the Wolves goal, that it just. They have been the make or break for certain parts of our seasons, and you can't take that away from him. So, I mean, me personally, I'll always be thankful to Origi, whether he stays or whether he goes. I'll always, hold him in high esteem and high respect because he bloody deserves it, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Dan, will you be sad to see Origi go?
100%, mate. Yeah, love him. And I think he'll do really well in Italy. The Italian league's pretty poor. I think if he goes there, he'll be one of the top scorers. And what I would say is, if we're going to win this league, we're probably going to have to win the last 9 games. And I guarantee during them 9 games, they're not going to be straightforward. And at some point, we'll be sending that Batman signal out for Origi, mate, and he'll have to come on. And who knows, he might have one last big moment left in him.
Imagine if he scores against City, the whole. We should get started. If we win the league because of a goal from Divock Origi against Manchester City, that'd be brilliant.
He wouldn't even celebrate, would he? He wouldn't even celebrate. He's like the coolest guy ever when he scores.
Aye, he is. He has that. Wolves leads is now underway. Now you tell me. Yeah. Now you tell me. We're playing Nottingham Forest. Wolves will win. I am Moutinho's captain in my fantasy Premier League. Interesting. Origi is a modern day Dirk Kuyt away, hard-working player for the squad. Yeah, I would agree with that. By the way, I said this to Jack. Andy Heaton, the journal, put the new Batman sequel looks crap with that guy that looked like the Penguin with his gnashes out and the guy with glasses looked like Riddler.
I think he's talking about the bolt cutter that goes some far.
I'm sorry, but the best part of that was when that Everton fan ran on in his jeans, and because the staff around were in jeans, no one noticed that he was a fan that had run in, and he looked like he was going to pick up his fucking decked
That was very, very funny. I genuinely hope Origi gets a big send off like Wijnaldum did. He deserves nothing less. Yeah, absolutely. He scored against the Ev. Unlucky not to get a hat-trick as well. Barcelona goal also. I want a tattoo with Big Divvy. I love the man. I'm going to miss Divock. He's basically Kuyt-type player who we needed for the big occasion. Evening, everyone. Congratulations on 20k views for your earlier stream. Yeah, I'm just going to say this now. That Champions League stream that I did earlier today, I think I had about 400 plus people watching at one point. It was absolutely mental how
Where are they now? Where are they now? Fair weather fans.
I know. It's
go full
obviously
Smith.
No, a big thank you to everyone who watched that, and 20k views on one. I think that's my most watched video and second most liked video as well, because I think I did a show on Mohamed Salah. That's had about 200 plus likes on it as well. Oops, it's easy. I need a Rigi. I'm holding out for a Rigi. Oh. I need a Rigi. I'm holding out for a Rigi till the end of the night. Oh no! Do you know what? Do you know what, Kian? Every time I'm going to hear Bonnie Tyler's "I'm holding out for a hero," I'm actually going to just think of those lyrics, and I'll probably sing those lyrics. That's genius. That is absolutely genius. Saturday night, he made Barca look like shite. Divock Origi. Saturday night, he made Barca look like shit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't forget, LFC women play Charlton Sunday. Yeah, they play Charlton again. I hate Nottingham Forest. Beat them 9-0, please. I'm begging you. I hope you don't mind. I spoke to RMTV. I haven't had a reply yet. Oh, yeah. I know what that's about. Oh, I can see that being clipped. Right now. Next time I make a one prediction, I'm going to make sure I put a P afterwards so you know it's prediction and not a fake score. I would have left him there. Imagine a goal line clearance hitting his balls or something. Yeah. Origi statue at Anfield. Question for you all: do you see Middlesbrough winning tomorrow at all? Yes, I do see them winning against Chelsea. Yeah. Statman Stubbs, why does Reece think you look like Kirk? Yeah.
Let's not bring that back.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Congratulations, Douglas. I'm happy with the 5 people watching. Second, nice. Mohamed Salah was, yeah, I did see that. Anything's possible. Ballum on paper, no. But look what Borough did to Leicester. Spurs, I think. Spurs and Manchester United. I mean, it was a Tuesday, but fair enough. Captain Birdseye, Douglas, there you are. Dentures are slit. Oh, Jesus Christ! It was quite of a slip of the tongue. But yeah, Divock Origi will be missed. But the Champions League draw was made today, and this came out: Chelsea against Real Madrid, Manchester City against Atletico Madrid, Villarreal versus Bayern Munich, and Benfica against Liverpool. Jack, time to get back at Benfica for 0506.
Oh, most definitely, mate. Very long time ago. I was 10 back then. Time my eyes out. Madness of a time. And obviously, we played in the Europa League not too long ago. Well, it flew by. It was like 10 years ago, wasn't it? It was about a very long time ago. Back on the Channel 5 days, wasn't it? And the Europa League was on Channel 5. So, yeah, it's obviously they've won the Champions League twice. Obviously, the most historic team in obviously Portuguese football, especially in European competition. The team we wanted, and we got them. It's great. It was refreshing to actually see it happen. I think all of us, I know I was fully expecting us to get shafted, and then obviously City or Real to get very much either Villarreal or Benfica. But obviously, we're on the second half, the right side of the draw as well, which is phenomenal. But as we said, got to focus one game at a time. I know it's difficult when you're talking about the opposition. But obviously we've heavily dispatched Porto over the last couple of years, but you've just got to focus one game at a time. Do our job. Obviously, don't let sentiment really come into the game, and obviously relax. Most importantly.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking at the head-to-head records. So if it's 6 wins to Liverpool, 4 defeats. But obviously the 2005-2006 season was when we obviously were knocked out of the Champions League after being the holders. So that'll be in the players' minds, won't it, to try and get out for revenge?
No. Look, it was 10 years ago. not interested in you right now. Benfica are the team we wanted. Benfica, we will steamroll them with a 10-round squad. We can rotate our squad and go in there with ease if we go in strong with the mentality that we are the club we are. Like Jack said, leave sentiment at the door. I'm sorry, it's not. For me, it's they knocked us out, but it's not like when Real Madrid knocked us out.
Yeah.
Real Madrid knocked us out, and when Atletico knocked us out, you wanted blood because they knocked us out and they didn't deserve to knock us out. I feel like for me, it's a different kind of kettle of fish, and it's a different squad. It's a different time. Like, if it was the same squad, I'd be like, yeah, they're out for blood, but our lads weren't there.
Yeah.
I know they've got the history of our club being knocked out by them and kind of wanting to do right by the lads of that squad, but that wasn't their game. That wasn't their era. That wasn't their battle to get revenge for. We've got the next club that I want to get revenge on now will be Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Dan, how are you feeling about Benfica?
Dan's not there now.
Dan's not there.
Steve, Annie. You fell asleep, lad.
I'm back in the game. Sorry, I just what it is because my camera's not on now. I can do everything. Like, so I just shut out to my car to get something. So I went off the Wi-Fi. Go on. Sorry, what was the question? I know it was something about Benfica, wasn't it?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on getting Benfica?
Sound, mate. Yeah, I mean, as Sophie said, it was the other game against them was over 15 years ago, so that's completely irrelevant. I do sometimes wonder, worry sometimes about, sometimes we can be at our best when we're playing the better teams, but realistically, you've got to pick the so-called weakest team in it, and that is Benfica. Wait and see. I'm sure it won't be an easy game, but yeah, you'd certainly pick it. And then obviously the other side of the draw as well, with Chelsea and Man City and Real Madrid and whatever else being on collision course. We couldn't really handpick the draw any better. Let's hope it works out the way we want it. But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Spurs under 23. Guys, real live at 8:30 if you will want to join. We'll definitely tune into that. You'll never walk alone. Oscar Cardoso, I hated him. Do you know something? That was one of the opposition players you couldn't really hate is Oscar Cardoso.
Yeah, he was good when he was a striker.
He was a great player. He was a great wee player.
Because we played Benfica a bit after the Champions League, didn't we? Didn't we play them in the Europa League in about 2009? I'm sure Cardoso scored, but we ended up beating them.
Yeah, Daniel Agger scored a back heel, a back flick into the goal. So it was
a bit of a tricky game at home, but we got through. But I'm sure Cardoso scored at Anfield with a free kick. But I might be wrong. But yeah, so if anything, if you want to talk about revenge for 06, we had it 3 or 4 years later in the Europa League.
There you go.
Yeah. Definitely. Back on the Super. Yep, absolutely. Rennie, thank you for tuning in. They have to change kickoffs for both to play on Sundays. Yeah, and they both won the league in 2013-14, which was good for the women's team. Dan going for some fish finger. Oh, Jesus Christ. Enough of the bit fish
I don't eat fish. I don't eat fish. It's absolutely disgusting.
Right, you don't believe this. Please leave.
Yeah.
We are sponsored by Bedtime, okay?
Bedtime. Imagine we ever see a Champions League final at Anfield, Liverpool in it. What an atmosphere that would be. Yep, under the current manager. Benfica won against Diaz. Benfica winning against Diaz was quite impressive, I thought. I'm calling we win every trophy this season when Roman will do a forfeit. Dan letting the team down. How do you not eat fish?
This is never going away, by the way.
I know. It isn't going to go away. Just very quickly on the other ties, obviously Chelsea against Real Madrid. Funny wee stat for you. Chelsea have actually never lost to Real Madrid in 3 meetings. It's been 2 wins and a draw. I find it funny that Chelsea are trying to get on the same plane as Manchester City to go to Madrid. But Jack, what do you make of that? What do you make of that tie, Chelsea and Real? Will Chelsea be happy with that?
Yeah, no, But like, I think that starts like sorry, like, I was just thinking Chelsea have only existed since Roman come in. They were a Nottingham club before the money, and there'll be a Nottingham club after he's gone as well. They've finished. But if Real, and I'm pretty sure they'll have aspirations of going to the final all the way, they could either have they don't have Liverpool in the final, but they get there hopefully. But it's a difficult tie, and I think Real, potentially might have learned a lesson from last year, because I think all of us watched that Chelsea team last year, and they played very well defensively, but they done the job, but they squeezed past every single bloody tie, like nicked it 1 or 2-0. But yeah, I made up that we didn't get Chelsea. It was either Real Madrid or Chelsea I didn't want, because it'd just be a dirty game, like just defensively, and they'll let us on the counter attack. But yeah, made up that we've especially avoided that side of the draw as well.
So for Man City Atletico, is that a bit of a banana skin for City?
Of all the teams I wanted City to get, I didn't want them to get Real because I knew that City would just find the holes in Real's midfield and just bounce through them. I was made when I saw the draw that they got Atletico, I was like, a low block, but not like a Burnley low block, like a really solid low block that can hit you strong on the counter and they can dismantle your entire team. I think it's going to be friggin' hilarious, you know. I honestly think it'll be. I said straight away, I went Atletico and knocking them out. Like, I honestly, I just feel like they're going to knock them out. It couldn't have been better.
I think they could as well.
But we know what Atletico are like. Like, nobody thought that they'd knock us out when they did.
Yeah.
And they're so sneaky about the way they do it. Like, they'll sit back. And then all of a sudden, bam, all this force, major press.
Yeah. You've
lost your head. You've switched off. You've stepped, to the right. They've gone left and bang, they're up the goal. I think they can catch Edison offside, and I think they might. They played it. And let's go into Simeone. He always has them dive, and they always seem to get free kicks on the edge of the box and penalties. And I think they're a dirty team that City are going to struggle against.
Yeah. And
it's beautiful to watch them at Old Trafford, though, just to mention the Old Trafford game. That was lovely viewing on Wednesday night. They were all fuming, even though we mank mates were like, oh.
I love it.
It was beautiful.
There's not better. Just that Champions League, like at the court. There's nothing nicer than watching the downfall of United right now, is there? It's just sweet.
It's funny. It's very, very, very funny indeed. Jack, Villarreal, Bayern. I think we are probably expecting Bayern to have a bad evening for Emery.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm hoping they go through. I think we always would love Villarreal. Obviously, shout out to them. That when they did unveil, like, obviously, a little flag after the game of '96. Obviously,
yeah, that was lovely.
Good connections with Liverpool anyway, the Beatles and that. So it was, you never know, mate. You never know. I remember when we played Roma, was it in the semis, and they caught us very close away from home. Funny things have happened, and Bayern this season, they've been beaten by like Gladbach and some weird teams in the Bundesliga. So you never know. Funny things have happened, but I'd love it if Villarreal went through.
I would please try not and say that Gladbach are not a weird team. I know they beat Bayern Munich. They are my German club, by the way.
It's all right. They should be getting tougher.
You'd expect Bayern to win that tie, wouldn't you? Though.
Yeah, you would.
It's a shock I think it's the drop in quality that for Bayern this season. It's been kind of alarming as to why they're conceding where they shouldn't be, or where you'd think they wouldn't be. And I think, like Jack said, that tie can go either way. I think that Bayern Villarreal is very 50-50. But yeah, and I'll just clock that as well.
That's right there.
Poor Pep. Poor bally Pep. It's almost as shiny as the bloody trophy.
Oh, that is brilliant. Spanish Burnley, they should be so proud. Big ups are Sophie. Stay safe, everyone. I thought Man City would play Atletico in a semi-final. Good win for Atleti. Yeah, I'm saying 2-0 City. They had 1-0. I disagree.
And there's no way that we're going to have 2 clean sheets against
Atletico, yeah.
There's no way, no.
Suarez didn't play against United, did he? I think they might be saying.
No, he didn't.
To nibble. I think that Suarez isn't going to bang one in from like 30, 40 yards against City and then just run past them and go.
I can't see CR7 playing on much longer at 37. Even Milner's fitter than him at 36. I think Rangers have a good test against Braga. Ibrox, baby. Like Haji said, they will test Rangers in 2. Yeah, Braga Rangers is a very, very interesting game. West Ham and Barca when they play each other in a semi-final. What? Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. That the bald fraud Pep Baldiola. Oh, jeez, I like that. Burnley getting relegated. Take care, everybody. Joe Felix and Griezmann ballers. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. So gut feeling. So. Let's make some early predictions, shall we? Chelsea, Real Madrid. I'm going to say Real go through there. Jack?
Real, yeah.
Soph?
Real, yeah.
Say Atletico. Come on, Atletico. Jack?
No reason. The Atletico all day, of course.
Full house, Soph?
Yeah. Let's go.
I mean, Villarreal, Bayern. I mean, is there really any point in asking? I'm going Bayern Munich.
I'm going Bayern.
Bayern, yeah.
And then I'm not even going to ask the other one because we'll all predict Liverpool.
Obviously.
I just tweaked. I don't know why it's only just tweaked now, but I think Wolf has done streams. It's Madrid final in the semis, isn't it? Real versus Atletico. Bloody hell, that's especially if Atletico did somehow, obviously, if they do knock out City, they'd want revenge. If they knocked out their faces rivals in the semis, you never know.
Do you know there is one team that I would not like to play in a final, and it's Atletico.
Yeah.
I just would not want to play them in a final. So the thought gives me a little bit of shivers as well. But I did actually hear that if obviously Liverpool were to get to the final, they would be the home team in the final, which would be.
Could you imagine winning number 7 at Anfield? The scene. Oh my god! The fans are going to run on the pitch.
I mean, how far is Paris from London or Liverpool? I don't think it's far. Probably 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe.
2 hours. 2 hour walk if I run. Take me about 20 years. It might take me to.
On water, are you?
Yeah.
You're gonna walk on water.
That's what I predicted. We're winning all 4 cups. I can walk straight through France. But before you're going to say so, before imagine winning the number 7 in the yellow kit. Imagine winning the Champions League in that yellow kit.
No, I'm not doing it. I'll Photoshop the pictures. I'm not doing it.
I think Atletico's third kit is that blue or like I don't know,
blue.
Obviously, we'd be in the red one, obviously, because we'll be the home one, but it'd be
I was actually just talking to my mate last night after we got the draw, and I was like, we'll be back on Chilwell 5 ways watching the parade in like no time, and we'll have like 3 of them to watch this year, make up for the one we missed. And like and we started going through like the ones from when we won the Champions League last time. And I was looking at the photos, I was like, oh my god, this was like 4 years.
Yes.
This has been forever now. Like the photos look so old. And I was like, yeah, we need another parade. We need another parade in town.
Yeah.
Imagine if we won all the trophies, so for everyone, it'd be bloody.
When you think
2 parades, 2 separate ones, or 1 big one.
I think it's Davey. Especially if we did win the FA Cup and the I think
like getting all 4 of them. I think you couldn't win 4 parades, but you put them all in one.
Yeah. That would be pretty funny as well. Elevator and escalator fan. when you think Leeds' luck can get any worse, Patrick Bamford's injured again.
Poor Bamford. He's a massive Tory anyway, so I'm not asked. Yeah.
Get the ambulance taken down to the Champions League.
It's a. I think he's the most expensive. He's got the most amount of money of any player in the Premier League. He's a billionaire.
Big up everyone. We're winning the lot, says John Moore.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what date the final will be played?
Good question. Good question.
Because
last
time it was the 1st of June, and I'm now panicking and I'm thinking, fuck off, don't be doing the parade.
20th of May, apparently. 20th of May.
We're fine. Because I'd well be stood in my wedding dress outside on
Winning the Champions League of that yellow McDonald's kit, beating KFC.
You took it too far. You took it too far.
Three Mackies for everyone if we win in the Mackies kit. Oh, jeez. Ecru kit would be nice. Right, gotta go and eat. Night Duggan panel up the Reds. Thank you, Helen. If we win all 4 trophies, we're completing football. Wolves 0, Leeds 0. Bully yellow half an hour played. 20.
1-0 Wolves. Sorry that. Yeah,
1-0 Wolves.
Who just scored? Yeah.
1-0 Wolves.
It's a good result for the Ev.
It is actually.
Yeah.
It is actually. Yeah, I think if we're looking at that, Liverpool Bayern, we won't fear Bayern. We've played Bayern before. We drew 0-0 at Anfield, and then we managed to win 3-1 in Germany. But obviously, get past Benfica first. But we do have a game to talk about at the weekend, and Nottingham Forest, Liverpool.
Easy win.
Now, well, you could say easy win. Jack, obviously, Alisson is being confirmed to start that game. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I had a feeling. I think I seen a quote from Klopp a couple of months ago. I think he said, obviously, he was giving Ali a run in the cup. And it's the cup competition that Klopp hasn't won as a manager, isn't it? That I think he wants to collect the whole set. He would have won everything in England and obviously in Europe as well. Obviously, the Europa League, but that's shite, so you don't want to win that. But in terms of domestically in England, made up, mate. And obviously, it puts us in a strong position. Obviously, not that if Kelleher was playing, it lessened our chances of winning. But yeah, Ali absolutely made up. And I'm pretty sure, I've got a feeling Jürgen will go quite strong. He might throw, obviously, a Conor Bradley right back or Milner right back. But obviously, if Trent keeps on sagging. But I think it'll be very positive from the team lineup, mate. I'm excited. Obviously, a good historic moments. Obviously, they beat us to that league title a very long time ago. I think it was in the 70s or 80s, and then they did knock us out of Europe in one of those seasons as well. So, yeah, massive game, 2 massive clubs going head to head, and hopefully Forest come back into the Premier League because obviously they do deserve to be in the Premier League, obviously with all the fans and that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're a fantastic club. I mean, so the teams that they've knocked out on the way to playing us, Arsenal, Leicester, they absolutely battered Leicester, but this is their biggest test yet to face this Liverpool side.
No disrespect, but it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. You know, they got beat by Brentford the first game of the season. They got battered 3-0. You know what I mean? I said before that Arsenal were kind of doing their thing now. They're getting a bit better. But, okay, it was shite back then. Leicester, very dodgy season. Very crap, to be honest with you. You're up against European royalty, Premier League royalty, at a team that is at the height of the fitness, the height of the, succession and everything like that. We're not an easy team to go up against. And I mean, I said it the other day on Twitter, I got called naive for going into the Arsenal game, being like, nah, why are people panicking? We should be confident in our team. And I think I'm just confident that Liverpool can do it now. And I think if I'm not scared of going up against teams like, big name teams of Arsenal and City and Real Madrid and Bayern, if I'm not scared of them,
yeah,
going to be scared of Nottingham Forest, am I? Yes, they're a good squad, but they're Championship. They come into the Prem, there's no way they're going to start doing fucking backflips left, right, and centre, and coming in top 4 or top 6, are they?
Yeah.
I'm not frightened of them, and I think Klopp's going to go quite strong, but I think he's going to do like a little bit of a mix as well at times. I'm not worried. It's a good game. No disrespect to Nottingham Forest, a lot of respect for them. Sometimes you got to call a spade a spade.
Yeah. Also, this game's on ITV on Sunday. 6 o'clock kickoff. I think the coverage starts at 5:30.
It's going to be a good day of footy, that, Doug, I think. I think all 3 games are on telly, so if you got the Sunday off work or whatnot, just chill. I was going to say take out or something, but have a Sunday off or something. Will be a good game. Hopefully the Ev get beat. Yeah, hopefully the Ev get beat. And is it the Chelsea game? And they playing the team. Whoever's playing the day before. Yeah,
they play on the Saturday. That'll be very, very interesting. But yeah, this is the thing. We have an international break after this coming up. Do we go strong against Forest, Jack?
For me, as I said before, mate, 100%. Obviously, we spoke about already tonight. We want to win the Prem, Champions League, and if Liverpool had the madness of the season that we're all hoping they do, it would solidify it being up there with probably would you class it as the greatest ever English club side. Ahead of the obviously United treble winners. Obviously, that was a great side in itself, but no club's ever done it, and it would be absolutely remarkable. And it'd be so suitable that it was Jurgen Klopp. And I think, obviously, he's not won, obviously, the Premier League that he wanted, and obviously us have wanted, but that's just us being greedy. We're against Manchester City. It's not as easy as if we lost out on league titles against Spurs or Leicester, then maybe you could say so. But it's against Man City. But yeah, I want us to win it all, Mason. I want Jurgen to have, like Thanos, collect all the English trophies.
I'm gonna get. Yeah, so I think Sophie's gonna probably kill me now, but I'm actually gonna ask you what you think the 11's going to be on Sunday.
Ali, Milner will go right back. I reckon. I'd prefer Gomez or even to Tsimikas, but it's going to be Milner. Canate, Veg, maybe Costas on the left. Give Roberto a break before internationals. Midfield, Fab, Elliott, Keita. Diaz, Jota. Maybe Mane, maybe Bobby.
Yeah, that's it's going to be an interesting team news anyway. Jack, would you go anything different to what Sophie said, or?
I'd possibly, for me, in terms of my midfield, I'd possibly throw in a Thiago, because he's not being selected for the Spanish national side, which is very interesting. So possibly throw him, but I fully agree with Soph. Possibly see a Debu come in centre half, and then depending on if Gomez does play right back or centre back, but I think Gomez plays centre back, and then very similar to Soph. And obviously, even you never know, Taki or Divock Origi could be starting, and I don't think any of us have any qualms really to see him.
I wouldn't have any problems with either of those two starting. I think they've been the pivotal for us in the cups, haven't they? Minamino especially. I mean, like, how many goals has he actually got? Like, he must have a lot of goals. He must have a lot of goals from the cups this season.
Yeah, I think it's like 9 or 10. I think Chat probably obviously already know anyway, but it's been remarkable. I mean, obviously we spoke about Origi. If we want to win everything, then we need every single player. Even you never know. I'm not Ox's biggest fan, but you never know if he scores a very vital goal like he already has in the league those 2 back-to-back goals, once in a blue moon, him having a good performance. But don't get me, that's another show in itself. Don't get me started on him. But yeah, moving on from Ox, mate. But yeah, fingers crossed, mate. I'd love if he started me because he's probably scored anyway.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Anyway, it's going to be very, very interesting game. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go to Sophie for this one because she doesn't do score predictions, and she's obviously smiling at me for that. So, Jack, what are you going to predict for this game?
What's the State of Leeds one? That was only 2 goals off that one. And I go, no, I'm not. I'm going to be sensible. Surprisingly, I'm going to go for the 3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I think they possibly might score there.
That's mine.
Is it? That's right.
That's my prediction. Yeah,
go 3-1. Yeah,
3-1. Yeah, I think that could be definitely one. We are now at 1 hour 30 minutes, so I will give the chat some question time for about 5 minutes, and hopefully none of this nonsense. Anyway, Ali, Monacanati, VVDs, Simicast, Fab, Elliot, Morton, Diaz, Origi, Taki. That's strong. That is very strong. Just like Reese. What's this? I'm going to hell now. Am I? Is it? Picking on Statman Stubbs. Liverpool 4-3. You both are copying me. Yeah, you had 3-1 as well. Actually, elevator and escalator. Good minds think alike. Good minds do think alike. That is definitely one of those things. Anyway, I've got to be honest, but that stream, I am going to ask this. When did the fish chat start?
When Jack's mum came in.
She came in with me scran. Yeah,
she came in and she asked you, didn't she? She was like, was it the start before we went live or something? She was like, do you want steak pie and chips or do you want fish fingers and chips? And then she texted them. And it was like, that's me ma saying, like, you teased Eddie. We were like, you getting your fish fingers or steak? What did you go for? And then, I don't know, like the last 10 minutes, that's all we talked about.
I think it's because she barged in to Roberto. She was like, right, throw it over there. She was like, just have it before it goes cold.
Yeah. It's just, it's just like 4 minutes of absolute laughter between the the 4 of you.
Yeah, now we carried on into the 1892 Reds podcast with me and Luke.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. It's like episode 2.
I'm ordering fish and chips from the chippy because I really want fish and chips now.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. Obviously, I know that I know you two aren't Formula. You guys not Formula 1 fans? Not a ticket, no.
No.
It's not. You watch
a really
fast car goes. Meow.
Yeah, I don't get like going. You'd spend 40, 30 quid, but you'd see the car for like 1 second.
That's what I say.
Because they're going like about 100 mile an hour, aren't they?
Yeah, and then 3 minutes, and then you see, and you go, oh yeah, look, Lewis Hamilton, gone. I'm well to drive a car at speed.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, I did 2 podcasts with Chris earlier. I did the Europa Conference League draw because obviously it's in his name, Leicester. Leicester City got PSV Eindhoven. I did that one, and then I did a prediction stream with Dan from Turf Moorhouse TV, and he was on that as well. So it's very, 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 very good. But no, thank you for popping on, Mr. Forian. Basically, Douglas won the podcast. I'm coming back a week after. Well, we'd have been back a week after if I didn't get COVID, unfortunately. But what's up, Leicester till I die? Chris, do you think Reece looks like Kirk? Oh, jeez. I can't believe this story. Haha. Plus, I'm 23 in 2 weeks' time. Flies. I'm turning into Wolverine from the movie Logan, getting on me age-wise.
Oh, fuck off.
Wow.
Have a good
I'm getting old. I'm 23.
Yeah, I'm 30 in July.
Yeah.
I always forget you're
yeah.
a couple of years older than me, Doug. It's mad. I forgot even 26 or 27. When everyone asked me, I just like I've stopped counting.
My wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down. Ah, dear. That's funny.
But do you know what flamingos like? Fish.
Do you reckon we go to Chester Zoo and then we just start throwing fish fingers at them? See if you
Should we do that?
That would.
They all go extinct in the Scouts fun.
Launch and
yeah. Does anyone? Obviously, I know Jack plays video games. Sophie, do you play any video games at all?
No. I used to, and then I grew up and realised I don't want to anymore.
I'm still going to be about 50 and single, me. I just say something back there and play.
I used to play WoW, Assassin's Creed, and now I'm just like, I just didn't have the time. Okay.
But at least you're not like your hobby to be raging on FIFA.
To be fair, he's not that bad at the minute on FIFA. I think he's kind of like accepted the fact that it's shit. The patch has been shit, and he just keeps playing Overwatch right now at the minute. And then also just keep hearing his "fuck's sake" when he's on Overwatch.
I'm bad when I play FIFA, Doug. You'll see. Nothing. I am quite bad. Just ask Connor after the stream.
Don't you hate it when someone answers their own questions? I do. Oh dear.
Well,
that is bad. You just did, Chris. Yes, Chris. Can anyone tell me what Wordle is? Keep seeing it on Twitter. I love it.
I love what I've done it every single day, and I am obsessed with it. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, if I'm still awake at midnight, I do it at midnight. I love it.
Today, yeah. Have you done today's?
Yeah, I've done it, and I just got it. Like literally, I had black, yellow, black, yellow, green, black, black, green, black, yellow, black. Yeah, green, black, yellow, green, black, green. I literally had like the first 3 letters for like 3 fucking goes. I was like, oh my god, what is it? But what annoyed me is the word that it was. I actually thought at like word 3, and I was like, nah, they won't include that because it has an accent on the E normally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You spell it correctly. It's got an accent on the E, and I was like, nah.
Do you know what was worse about that one? I was doing that this morning, and do you know what my first thought was? Is that I was trying to think of letters between like T and E, and I like obviously started with an S, and then obviously like you had I think a A and then a T and like a yellow. I just could not think what the word was, and then it just came to me because none of the other letters could go. I had an M left, I had a Q left, and a W left, and I had a U left, and I thought the only one is U, so I went for that, and I was right in the end. But I've never heard of that word. Never heard of that word in my puff.
Is it dyslexia version of it? That'd be fucked on it.
Is there what?
Is there a dyslexia-free version one on it? Like, I'd be terrible on that. I'm all right to do good because I'm all right with maths, but like
that. Anyone play Hurdle yet?
Hurdle? What's that one?
Basically, I've given up. I can't do it. It's you get like a second of an intro of a song, and you have to try and guess what the song is. And then if you don't get it, you can skip it and you can get another second, and you get like 6 goes to get or 5 goes to get it. I can't fucking do it because I was listening to one the other day, and I could have sworn it was Madonna Like a Virgin. I could have sworn it was, and I was going, that's Madonna Like a Virgin, and it wasn't. And in the end, it turns out because a lot of songs borrow similar intros.
Yeah.
And then I was doing one the other day. What was it? I can't even remember what song it was. It was 1 second, and Keith went by U2. It was by U2. And he tried to U2. I went, how did you get that from? But honestly, give Hurdle a go. It's dead.
Hurdle. I need to give that a go. Frank Lampard broke his hand during Everton win.
Apparently, he broke his finger when he was celebrating. And apparently broke his finger.
Oh, ouch. I've been playing WWE 2022. The new one is fantastic. I've been playing some of the old COD games. I can't wait for the Lego Star Wars game. I will tell you what I'm looking forward to.
Harry Potter.
Hogwarts Legacy. I cannot
I'm coming
wait for
round
that
to
game.
Scotland and playing it with you lads. Yeah, we'll play it, lads.
Harry Potter for the win. Yeah, I absolutely love Hogwarts Legacy.
I fucking hate Harry Potter.
Oh, no.
I fucking hate Harry Potter. I hate it with a passion. No, who's this Harry? All right, fuck off now. In the heart. Leave them alone. It's Dobby. Give him a sock.
I see Douglas post it on Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck is he on about? Yeah. The problem with kleptomaniacs is that they always take things literally. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear. I'm living the dream. Hope you're well. Isn't that the Jaws theme? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Aye. What's your favourite all-time arcade game you played on holiday? Oh.
Street Fighter, the old one. Remember you used to go on holiday. Saying that, remember when you used to go away like on holiday when you were quite young, like back in the day, and there used to be like rooms with like PS2s and PS1s. I don't know. I think we went to Turkey and I spent far too many euros in those bloody rooms. But yeah, it'd have to be a Street Fighter. Yeah, one of the old ones. I was obsessed with that.
Air hockey.
Whoa. It's got to be Space Invaders for me.
No, air hockey. I remember like being a kid. Like my dad is the most competitive person in the world. Like doesn't matter that I was a little girl. He was going to batter me at air hockey. And I remember we were.
I'll say this now. Put your dad up against me at air hockey.
No.
There'd be carnage.
It gets better. So we were in Spain or Gran Canaria, somewhere like that, and we played this air hockey. There were 2 tables, and it was basically known for the whole 2 weeks we were there. It was mine and my dad's table. Like no one else really played on it. We spent far too much money on it, and I think I was about 9, and I finally beat my dad. But the screaming out of us and the competition was horrendous. Nowadays, like I go and play air hockey now. Like Keith won't let me play it. Because when I play air hockey, I will batter you, and I will gloat. I will basically jump across the table and be like, no, it! Like I am the way I play air hockey with. Like we see an air hockey table, and Keith goes, no. And I'm like, I love it. I absolutely love it. But the day I beat my dad, he's like, you cheated. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. But no. That's what I love it. I see an air hockey table in the airport, and I'm like, come on, let's play. Like, let's play a game. Let's get kicked off the airport.
If Scotland went to war, you got drafted. I got drafted. Oh, no. No, not a chance.
What a question!
Not a chance.
That'd be terrible.
See, the funny thing is, if we were to go back to the conscription, I physically wouldn't be able to be drafted into the army because if you've got mental health issues or something, you can't go in. I've got OCD. I can't go in.
Yeah, I'd be knackered. I've got one lung, so I'd wouldn't last long.
Oh gosh. Oh god. What do Scotland fans do when they win the World Cup? Turn off their Xbox and go to Oh dear. What was the one that you danced on? I used to bust moves on that when I was 8.
Oh my god, yeah, the dance that
Oh yeah, dance star is it?
dance machine where you had, like the big metal bar and you used to hold on to it like.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. They never registered your actual footsteps on there because you'd be like getting it on beat and it'd be like missed.
Oh, remember the electric chair in the arcades?
What arcades
Remember
did you do?
the Blackpool one? The Blackpool one. Remember that? Like it was the electric chair one. You had to be like 18 to go in it, but when I was a bit younger, it's like, but yeah, that was a bit mad.
No, that's just the you one. Yeah.
It was in Blackpool anyway, but that just says a lot, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
I always used to love, the racing ones where you had to play 2 players to race, and you're on. It wasn't the car one; it was where you're on the bike, so you had to like lean the bike to race and all that.
Yeah.
I loved them. They were boss.
Yeah, that is.
They were boss.
I feel so old now. My work here is done. Big up, panel, and congratulations on your views, Douglas. Stay safe, panel. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to everyone who's watched this evening. A big thanks to the panel as well, Connor and Dan, who were here earlier. I'm not sure what happened to Connor. Hopefully he's okay. I think he's live at 9 o'clock as well, so hopefully everything is okay as well. But Jack, thank you very much for coming on as always. You got any watch-alongs this weekend? Or
I think so. I'm meant to be going to one of the games. I think it was the Norwich game. That's in like 2 weeks, isn't it? So yeah, but thank you very much for having me on, mate. Really appreciate it. Great to speak to Soph and Dan and Con. Most importantly, everyone in the chat as well. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your Friday night, and hopefully a couple of the big teams get knocked out and we progress in the to semis. But cheers, lad. Thank you.
Yeah, Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace, Southampton, and Liverpool going through. That's what I'm saying. So, thank you as always. What you got coming up this week?
No.
Nothing.
No, I don't do anything anymore, do I? I just live the life of Riley in the house.
No, it is always a pleasure as well. I've got to say, mine is Pac-Man or Resident Evil. Also, I actually like the look of Hogwarts Legacy. Remember the old Blackpool jokes? Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy looks absolutely amazing. Everyone with Liverpool would be fucked then. We all have mental health problems. Peace out, Douglas. It was a pleasure. Absolutely. Right. Next week, there is an international break. So, I am going to try and plan something fun for next week. Does anyone want a quiz next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I come last as always. Yeah, so up to Neds.
You have little faith.
Well, what quiz are we doing? What type of quiz are we doing? Is it going to be like a general knowledge, funny quiz, or are we doing like a football quiz?
Oh,
I feel like we should do a general knowledge, like teams quiz.
Oh,
that
yeah.
sounds good to me.
That
sounds good to me. Yeah.
Dibs on Jack Dibs on Jack and Dan.
Yeah. Nah, Dan was dead good when we last signed. Did Dan win? I think.
Dan won, yeah.
Dan won, yeah.
Dan won.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot of fun because obviously we've got no football to talk about, and I just think it would be nice to do that. But yeah, I'll have a wee think. I'll have a wee think, and we can definitely get something ordered as well. Maybe even like 5 quiz rounds or something, like general knowledge 1, music 1, or sport another 1, just all general sport or something.
We all do our. It's a good idea. Hopefully, it's a good idea. We do our own section of the quiz, but we can't score on them. If you get me, so like
I'd screw you all over, and I'd start picking like pole dancers. Which pole dancer won the 2018 championship? Sorry, did you know that? Like I would screw you over royally. I'm sorry, I would.
Yeah,
I would do like
guy-
pictures, but Ronaldo.
That's also good. Yeah, but yeah, guys, if you want us to do a quiz, then obviously get in the comments section what we can do, and I'll obviously have a wee look about it. But thank you to everyone who's watched this evening. Have a lovely weekend, and hopefully the Reds can go to Forest and get through to the semi-finals and have another day out at Wembley. From the three of us, it is good night, and you'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.